Hi, I'm DJ Dino from Jinxter Games, and this tutorial is about DataMaker, a nice extension to use with XML and XPath. If you don't know what XML and XPath is, you can check out this tutorial for XML and this tutorial for XPath, or you can search for XML and XPath tutorials yourself on YouTube. And on this site you can also find a lot of information and tutorials about XML and XPath. For XPath you have to look in Learn XSLT, and you got here all the documentation. Once you understand what XML and XPath is, you can continue with this tutorial. Now let's start. In this sample we will use this XML file and these actions: XML select node, XML save in proxy, and XML select single node. Let's look to the action XML select nodes. Here we have the source selection. There are 4 options you can choose. First option is plain text. You can place your XML text in here. I will just copy this. I copy my XML file and paste it here, and then you have your plain text here. The second option is text asset. Here you can drop in your XML file. The third option is use variable. This can be used if you have your XML in a string variable. I will show this later on in the tutorial. The fourth option is use proxy. With this option we can reference to an object that has an XML proxy, like this one. You can add the component by clicking on Add Component and search for XML, then select DataMaker XML proxy, and you can give the proxy a reference name, so proxy, which can be useful if you're using multiple proxies. If you have only one proxy, you can just leave it empty, but I think still it's better always to use a reference name. In this proxy you can put in an XML file, or you can use save proxy, and then the result you can put in this proxy, and then with other actions you can again reference to this proxy. I'll put this back. Oh, I need it. No, that's not. This is the one. Okay. Now with this action, I'll put this first back to text asset. I want to find all nodes with the category web. Well, in here, this is the XPath query. Here we're gonna look for it. This is our search box. And in the XPath query you can put in your search manually like this, or you can use variables to customize your search at runtime or in any way. I'm gonna add here, so _0_, then I'm gonna add a variable, and as you can see here, the variable is _0_. If I add another one, it's going to be _1_, and so on. Then I'm going to change this to category. This always must be a string. And as you can see, my category is standing on cooking, but I want to look for web, so I'm change this to web. And as you can see on the XPath query parse, this is the search result. Well, not the result, but let's say the builded string. You can see that web is standing here, and if I change this, anything will change. Now I can use also change this to web. I can use multiple variables. So as you see now, I have nothing in this because in my book there is nothing. So I can have book, and as you can see here on the sample, that this changed to book. Okay, I'll change this back now. And so I can do this like this. As you can see, the result is also here. As long as this is a valid XPath search, then you're fine. Anything you can do with these variables. So put this back here. Now there are a few variables here that we cannot set as globals yet at the moment, and that are a result and the store reference and the node count, but probably that will be changed in a later version. In the XML result, you can store the result of your search into a string that is wrapped into a result node, so that it's reusable and a valid XML. The store reference will store the result into memory, and this is more efficient if you want to process the result further. I will show a sample later on. Node count will give you the result of how many nodes were found. And I will show you quickly. And let me see. And oh, I got an error. I forgot to change this back. Web. That should work. So I search for web, and as you can see, the result called count is 2. If I change this, let's stop this first, to cooking. The result count is 1. And you can see also it found only one category, cooking. Okay. Now, feedback. The found event will trigger if at least one node has been found. The not found event will trigger if nothing was found. And the error event, as you could see, it will trigger when an error happened. What I had is an invalid expat search, and that might trigger the error. So let's play this again and see how this works. So I'm looking for, oh no, I want to look for the web. And again. So I'm looking for the web, and the result count is 2. And now I want to use the XML save proxy to save it into this proxy. And as you can see, it is still empty now. But when I continue play and go back here, you can see that it has found the 2 category webs, and it's saved with everything in it. On the next step, I am using XML select single node to get the book title from the first book. As a source, I'm using the result string variable, which I got from here. And with XML select single node, you can collect information right away with property items. So here I'm looking for the title, and it will set it in the book title variable, as you can see also here in the debug. And it found the book title xquery kickstart. Let's check it on the here on the search result, and as you can see, the xquery kickstart is the first book here, and title xquery kickstart. Now let's try this again, but on select single node I will change the source to use Proxy, and I'll use the book search result proxy. So that's empty for now. Play it. So I'm saving it into the proxy. And as you can see, the result is the same, only we don't have a preview here, but we can see it here. And that works also. Okay, next I'm gonna use select single node as a source. I will use proxy again, and that's the XML book proxy. And I'm searching now for the book with the title Everyday Italian. And I will get the properties, as I can do with a single node. I can get the properties right away. Category and author. Now on the category, you can see that there is an @ sign. The reason I have added the @ sign is because I'm looking for an attribute and not for an element. Now I'm going to save this again as a XML proxy. Let me start this first, so I can show you the result. And as as you can see, the result here is this part from the XML. Then on the next state, I'm going to use the XML get node properties. So this is just to get another property. And what I did is, on this time, I looked for the property year. So you can see here is the property year, 2005. And the results we can see here, 2005. And of course you can get you can add more properties that you want to search for. And the same here, if you have a wrong property, it might give an error event or probably a not found. And if it found something, it will give a found event. So okay, this was the first part of the DataMaker tutorial. I hope this helped you out, and thank you for watching.